Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 30.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. He may try and run for this. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Bengals' 40-yard line.
Bridgewater to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16.
1st down.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Carolina.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there'll be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from a yard out. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay, what do we have to dial up in order to get off the field a lot faster? Because both sides are out there for 10 plays, but one side comes off energized, and the other side comes off with some questions.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
He's tackled.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Burris on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Joe Mixon, the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So on 4th down, Burrow will give way to Randy Bullock for the Bengals field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Carolina.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Bridgewater. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, he's going to make a play for me. I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
At the 36-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
To number 22.
Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion.
For Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the... ...25, a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Bernard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
And 4 at the 25-yard line.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Bridgewater's pass.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First and goal.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. But now it's third and goal.
Goal from the 5-yard line.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. Bridgewater now. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
21. Bengals nothing. Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Second and 6.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over.
Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it, his teammates going to check on it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Panthers 21, Bengals 7. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Alex Erickson deep for Cincinnati. Fielded just inside the 20. Fighting his way through contact. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
57, Mike 57.
Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
Bridgewater's pass intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Justin Burris. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
For Carolina.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See, now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Panthers take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It's now second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
And a Panther first down.
This is McCaffrey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Second and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye, Mike Daniels, in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
After the made field goal, here's Slye to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Burris. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
First down, Carolina.
First down, Bridgewater. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Carry for Carolina. Margus Hunt on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 11.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down at 7. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Complete.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Brought down by
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there from McCaffrey. Give him 52 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 3-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that,
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, D.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Bridgewater here to throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Bridgewater to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
To kick off for Carolina.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling here.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy?
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.